Shivers, The Enchanted Attic by M.D. Spencer. Chapter 11. Nicole knew, of course, that there was an attic. There had to be. Why else would there be a door? Surely something lay behind it. But why would someone take such pains to hide the only way into the attic? Why barricade it with such a thick, heavy door? These questions and others ran through Nicole's mind when her father declared so positively that there was no attic. But overall, she thought of the attic less and less often. Mrs. Chestnut, with the horsey teeth, was not only delighted to have Nicole in her class, she was also delighted to assign humongous amounts of homework. And considering that Nicole was joining the class in the middle of the year, and so was already behind everyone else in the class, there seemed no end to the homework. Besides, why think about the attic? There was no way to get into it. A person would need dynamite to get that door open. She didn't need to be fixated on a place she couldn't get into. She avoided discussing the attic with Casey. She didn't want to have to go back up that dark passageway while Casey got all determined again and tried to pick the big metal lock with the end of a barrette. And if Casey wanted to go back up there, Nicole would have to go too, to prove she wasn't chicken. She'd already proved that once, and once was quite enough, thank you. Casey, however, seemed to have forgotten about the attic. She was busy telling stories every afternoon about how great she was doing in school, and how many friends she had made, and how much the teacher liked her. Besides, to her, one adventure was as good as another. She had probably had more fun looking for bugs in the stream than going up the cobweb-filled passageway, though she'd enjoyed that pretty much too. Just don't mention it, Nicole told herself. Let Casey move on to other adventures. And so Nicole tried to put the attic out of her mind. Then one night something happened that made that impossible. Nicole was lying on her back staring at the ceiling and trying to go to sleep. Mentally, she went over all the things she was supposed to have done that day. Math homework? Check. Writing assignment? Check. Geography research? Yep. Permission slip signed for the field trip? Yep. Book bag packed? Done. Nasty note slipped under Casey's door? Check. She took a deep breath, sighed, and closed her eyes. To help herself fall asleep, she counted the noises of the house, making sure all her old familiar friends were there. The creaking of the floors? She listened. There it was. The rattling of the window panes? She heard it. The moaning of the trees? Yes, it sounded like music to her now. Then she heard another noise. She caught her breath and listened. I'm dreaming, she thought. I've already fallen asleep and I'm dreaming. This could not be happening. From above the ceiling, sweet and mournful and so unhappy it made you want to cry, came the sad, sad sound of someone playing the cello.